Good afternoon. Welcome aboard the Tom Taylor Sports Show on this Tuesday, May the 5th, 2015, Cinco de Mayo Day. So there you go.
Hola.
Hola. Hola, hola. Hey, today's show is always dedicated to the man who hung on the cross. Unashamedly, we tell you that. Romans 8, 37, 38, and 39. What a great, great verse. A verse says, "You can be a conqueror in all things through my love. For neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers will separate you from my love." So if somebody says, once you ask the Lord in your heart, you can't, you can lose him, you can't lose him. He can't lose you. "You can be a conqueror in all things through my love, for neither death nor life, nor angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers will separate you from my love." Period. End of story. So some folks say, well, you can lose him. Nope, you can't lose him. He just told you that in Romans 8, 37, 38, and 39. Here's what's coming up in sports. We got Tiger. He's all tore up. He's pitiful, moping around. We need to get that crybaby thing going over there. Big Papi is ticked. Boston Red Sox star player. He's upset. Understandably so. It's pretty cute what happened. Of course, as big as he is, I wouldn't want to do it to him. Pacquiao can be in trouble. The boxing guy got beat. So all that coming up, we got a full slate of high school and softball and soccer and tennis results for you to let you know and to tell you who's doing what in postseason play. Big day today for a lot of teams, a lot of sports. It's elimination day for a lot of them in softball and baseball. I'll tell you all about that. Speaking of, coming up later in the show, we'll check in with Rob Hoover from Daniel Boone High School, the head baseball coach. Richard Isaacs, quiz show man, ready to go about 1:45. Also later on, Daniel Monjay from Milligan College. And Karen Hubbs from Johnson City will join us. And she's got another 5K coming up this weekend in and around and involving Mother for Mother's Day. So there you go. And, well, Richard says, call me on the cell phone. Yep, okay. Yeah. Oh, may it work today, we hope. All right, we started the show on a sad note today. One of the all-time great Raiders passed away yesterday or day before yesterday. Marv Hubbard, big running, bruising fullback, 68 years old. Hubbard rushed for over nearly 5 yards a carry. 22 touchdowns in his career, 4,394 yards. Played for the Raiders from 69 to 75, so started 58 games. So one of the all-time greats for the Raiders passes away at the age of 68. So anytime we lose a Raider, that's big stuff for us Raider boys, Raider fans. So anyway, lost him at the age of 68. Marv Hubbard, number 44 for the Oakland Raiders. Tigers tore up. He can't sleep. Oh, that's good. That's perfect.
Where are you, Lindsay?
Lindsay. Well, needs his Lindsay pacifier, I guess. I don't know. It's pitiful. Tiger Woods, he says he can't sleep now since Lindsay kicked him into the curb. Said it's over. We're through. So. Anyway, story in the news and sports today that Tiger is he can't sleep at night. He's tore slap up. She said later, Gator, and he's
she's smart.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now I would think of his notoriety, his celebrity status, he'll be standing in line to date the old boy. So I don't think he'll be too lonely for too long. But right now he says he can't sleep good at night. He's tore up over the loss of his girl, Lindsey Vonn. So
I wonder what precipitated that.
I don't know. There's probably more to it we know.
Oh, yeah.
We'll
never know, but it may be what he got in trouble with the last time.
Yeah, chasing skirts.
You got it.
Beyond the ones that he was supposed to be chasing.
Yeah.
And if you look at the young lady he was married to, you kind of scratch your head and go, what might you be thinking, Tiger? Because she's pretty attractive young lady. So, anyway, he's, as I said, he's all tore slap up. Now, so is Big Papi.
Yeah, I love it. I'd be mad, too.
Yep. Here's the story. Last Friday, A-Rod hit his 660th home run, tying Willie Mays for fourth place in the all-time home run list. Hit the home run at Fenway Park. The fan who caught the ball, a local guy named Mike Schuster, said he wouldn't give it to A-Rod. The Yankees tried and failed to get the ball for Rodriguez. The Red Sox tried to help as well. The Red Sox offered Schuster some David Ortiz autographs in exchange for the ball. Schuster apparently declined. Ortiz was not particularly happy. The Red Sox offered his autograph in exchange for an A-Rod milestone home run baseball. This is what he told the New York Daily News, quote, "That is not okay with me. That's not the way it's supposed to work. They're supposed to ask me before any of my items get offered to anyone."
This reminds me of that episode of Everybody Loves Raymond, where Dad catches the football.
That's good.
It won't give it
back. Yeah. By the way, A-Rod and Ortiz were once close friends, but no longer because of A-Rod's camp brought up Ortiz's failed 2003 PED test during the appeal of his 211-game suspension last year, and so they brought that up, and that kind of opened up a wound, and so they're not buddies anymore. So the Red Sox say A-Rod hits a home run at Fenway Park.
Yeah.
They want it back to put in their Hall of Fame, whatever they want to use it for. So he doesn't want to give it up. He says, "Hey, look, we'll give you some Big Papi autographed baseballs. You'll give us A-Rod ball back." The guy says no. Ortiz is upset. A-Rod didn't say anything about it. So you got people fuzzed up on both sides of the fence.
A-Rod's suing the Yankees over that anyways.
Over this home run?
Well, yeah. Well, the milestones that he's supposed to get extra money for.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and the Yankees says, "Well, nay. You know,
yeah,
you got in trouble. You know, that's not part of the deal anymore." So all these milestones that he's overcoming, he's supposed to get a little bonus check and worth millions.
Yeah.
And they say, "No, we're not doing it." So now he's suing them.
Ortiz also said he was very willing to help A-Rod get his home run ball back, just didn't appreciate the team offering his autograph without his permission. "It's not because they were doing this for A-Rod's baseball. It's because they're supposed to ask me for my things before they do something like that. So they're supposed to come get his permission before he – it's like kids in a sandbox."
Listen, the Red Sox own you.
Me, oh my.
The Yankees own A-Rod.
Yeah.
They own everybody that signed on the dotted line.
Yeah. So
they don't have to ask permission.
No. I wouldn't think so because you're under the contract
as part of the deal, big guy.
As a Red Sox, yeah. When the drivers come up to Bristol to sign autographs, I don't think they'll give permission from any of the sponsors to go sign autographs. No, part of the deal. So anyway, Big Papi and A-Rod, or at least Big Papi, is at odds with Mike Schuster, the Red Sox fan. Now, why would you not give it back? That would be my question. I guess he's holding out for something, but if you're this guy and you're a Red Sox fan, why would you want an A-Rod baseball?
I wouldn't. I would have thrown it back on the field.
Yeah, I mean, why would you keep it to begin with, except I think he's kind of –
it's tainted.
Yeah, well, he's holding him for ransom, too. I think he's going to try to hold out.
It's all about the money. And we all know that. You know the bottom line, the answer to that question.
I could ask people to go mow the yard. It's all about the money. You want to go get some donuts? It's all about the money.
Our life is driven by money, big guy.
As the prevailing thought process on that side of the fence is, it's all about the money. So maybe that's what this guy's doing. He's holding out for the money because he's not willing to give back A-Rod's home run ball. But again, if you're a Red Sox fan, I don't think you'd want it. They're bitter rivals. So anyway, that's what's going on at Fenway. Now we've got another story breaking that Pacquiao facing discipline, and of course the rematch talk has already started back up, which you knew it would be. Why would it not? They're laughing all the way to the bank at our expense. We're idiots to go spend, what, $100 million worth of –
Oh, $100 just for a pay-per-view?
Yeah.
$5,100 per restaurant that wants their sports bar wants to show. Forget it.
A unanimous decision. Wasn't even that much going on. In fact, I didn't see it. I've been catching clips here and there on different sports shows. Apparently all they do is lock each other up all the time.
Oh, yeah.
If the referee spent more time separating us, they get kind of bear hug each other. Yep. Manny Pacquiao fought and lost to Floyd Mayweather Jr. this past Saturday night with a torn rotator cuff. Now reporting that Pacquiao could be, in fact, facing disciplinary action for not disclosing the injury on a pre-fight questionnaire. Pacquiao checked the no box the day before the fight on a commission questionnaire asking whether he had an injury, which he clearly knew he had.
Well, that's a catch-22 because if you check yes –
they stop the fight.
Oh, yeah. They say, well, maybe we can't have the fight, and all that money goes down the tube.
There you go. So Pacquiao is believed to be in line for somewhere in the neighborhood of $80 million for the Mayweather fight, a loss by unanimous decision. Forbes recently reported that the Filipino superstar's career earnings will soon move past $400 million. He'll soon undergo surgery, keep him out of competition for up to a year over this shoulder rotator cuff. So I would think if you're a boxer, a rotator cuff would be a really, really bad thing because you're popping.
Well, you know, Manchild had a little issue with the rotator cuff. He had a labral tear, okay?
Right.
And when he was pitching a baseball, that's when it became apparent.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you keep everything in front of you, you're fine.
That's when you
It's
draw back.
when you come back behind.
Yeah.
So if everything's in front,
Yeah.
it's not as it's not as.
If you like
yeah,
right here.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not as
gonna,
bad.
Yeah, no.
It's when you rear back,
It's
give
when
them
you
hay
rear back.
balers.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm known for, them hay balers. Man, I rear back and I jack her jaw. There
But
you
got
go.
to bring your got to bring your arm back. So, but yeah.
So Pacquiao says he was only able to throw roughly half the punches he normally does, virtually none of which packed anything close to the power for which he has been famous for. So now
that's because your shoulder pops out easier.
Okay, so then we go back and say, we'll look at it from the skepticism side now. So I plunked down $100 million, $100 to watch a fight with one of the boxers who knew going in he wasn't 100%, but he took my money anyway, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now we got all these people, paid all this money to watch these guys, and this guy knowingly went in.
And he wasn't 100%, so they got less than 100% fight.
Well, yeah.
Big time.
Yeah. I mean, it's like going to the ball game. We've talked about this before. Go to the ball game and they pull the starters and let the starters sit at the house, particularly in football, late season, to save the starters of the playoffs.
Yep.
Well, I got cheated out of my money. So based on what this story says, what it's saying, shoulder surgery Pacquiao will soon undergo will reportedly keep him out of competition for 9 to 12 months. Now, fans are saying on Twitter that it was basically an actionless fight. In which a now clearly injured Pacquiao was only able to throw roughly half the punches he normally does, virtually none of which had anything close to the power he normally has. So I'm sitting there thinking, okay, somebody owes me some money because I've sat and plunked this down. This guy goes into the fight knowing he's not 100%, so he's cheating everybody.
You think these people are going to get their money back?
Well, no,
There's
I'm just
not
saying.
a chance.
I'm just saying. Now, if you're stupid enough, and that is the key word, if they fight again and you are stupid enough to put the money down again, knowing this guy's hoodwinked you the first time around, then you really are stupid. Because this guy clearly went into this fight not 100%, and he basically cheated the folks out of the money they plunked down to watch his fight. That's the way I look at it. So
any Mayweather fight, period, though, is going to be boring because he's not an aggressive boxer. He's a defensive boxer. He backs away and he looks for his moments.
Well,
but it's going to be a boring fight.
But it doesn't matter. Well, it doesn't matter in this case because the guy he's fighting is not 100%.
Still would have been a boring fight.
Well, it may have been, but we'll never know because this guy goes in hurt, and so he lies on the questionnaire the day before. So now that it's the whole thing about integrity. I mean, that's what's wrong with our society. Gonna get me on my soapbox, but now this guy checks the no box the day before the fight, clearly knowing he has a bum torn rotator cuff. When did they fight? Saturday?
Yeah.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 3 days later, comes out and says, "Oh, by the way, I got a torn rotator cuff." Well, it didn't happen in the shower. He didn't fall down the steps after the fight. He had it going into the fight. Checks no on the box, and now everybody that plunked down money to go watch the fight of the century has been hoodwinked. That's what I'm saying. They've been robbed of their money because this guy goes in not 100%. So, anyway.
There's a lot of stupid genes out there, and evidently it's becoming more and more dominant.
Wow. Well, the sad part is, and we're going to go back to way back when, I'm going to get on my not socialism, but I don't know what kind of soapbox it is. Back in the day when I grew up, and it's been a long time ago when I was a kid, obviously, if I shook your hand, it was binding. You can take it to the bank.
Yeah.
I'm going to back up what I say. It's called integrity. And now this guy goes into this fight not 100%. And everybody who, again, paid the money, big money to watch this guy fight. What about the old boys? Forget the $100. What'd you say the ringside seats were?
Oh, they're thousands and thousands, $40,000 to $70,000, depending on where you sat and who's selling the tickets.
I cut a check for $40,000 to come watch you fight. I found out after the fight you weren't 100% and knew it going in. Well, I'd be ripping and tearing somebody's rear end, I can tell you that. Holy smokes. So never mind the people sitting in the house. What was it, 5 rows up ringside, or from the angles like $30,000, $40,000 a seat?
$40,000 to $77,000, depending on if you got the ticket at face value or you got it scalped. Depends on who you got it from, but up to $77,000 for one of those ringside seats.
So Saturday night, you guys out there watching this fight at $100 a pop. I'm at the house sitting here popping popcorn, watching Duck Dynasty for free, and I got more out of it than you did. So who won? I won.
Who cares?
There you go. I won. Pacquiao could be in trouble. He is in trouble, and that's a sad, sad story. And again, if they have a rematch, and you pay money for it the second time around, you are not a smart person because now we know this guy does not come to the table with integrity. I thought he was supposed to be a Christian. Did I read someplace he was real spiritually driven, this Pacquiao guy? Good.
I don't know.
Good grief. Yeah, I read it.
He's Mexican.
He what?
He's Mexican. They all have the same religion down there, don't they?
I don't know. I have no clue.
I don't know either.
That was a broad-based statement.
It was.
If he's Mexican, they all have the same religion. What does that mean?
Well, I ain't going. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah,
I'll get myself in trouble.
Yeah, that had nothing to do. It's all. No matter what your religion is, you're supposed to show it and walk and talk it. But
it's called the money religion.
Yeah.
That's
$80 million.
That's what he worships.
$80 million for a guy that knowingly fought that fight, not 100%. Cheated folks out of the money. All right, Tennessee basketball forward Willie Carmichael transferring. He is leaving the Rick Barnes program, the second one to bolt. 6'8", 210-pounder, averaging 3 points, 2 rebounds a game. Says got to go, can't stay. He is from Apopka, Florida. His notoriety, his 101 personal fouls were the most by a ball in a season since Brian Williams did it back in 2010 and 11. So I don't know how much you're losing from Willie Carmichael. And so he'll be the second UT player to transfer since new coach Rick Barnes was hired. Freshman forward Tariq Owens also said he's gone, and he has since committed to St. John's. Doesn't say where Willie's going, but Willie Carmichael, the second Tennessee basketball transfer to leave under the guidance now of Rick Barnes. Quick break. We'll be right back. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, check in with Rob Hoover, the baseball coach at Daniel Boone, and we'll run down the baseball. We'll do the baseball first coming up out of the break of who's playing where. Again, it is elimination day for a lot of teams here locally as they get ready to wrap up the district tournament, get ready for regional play next week. So we'll tell you all about that. And also, as we said, visit with Daniel Boone head baseball coach Rob Hoover coming up in about 10 minutes right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
You want to honor your mom this Mother's Day? At Max Medicine Mart, they have everything you'll need to say thanks to that special lady. Create a special gift basket full of quality Burt's Bees products: moisturizing cream, facial scrub, lip balm, beeswax hand cream, just to mention a few, or pamper mom with a foot massager to re-energize her tired and sore feet, or a pair of stylish Franklin brand sunglasses, or maybe a specialty tea for mom with over 40 shelves of teas to choose from. Lots of choices for mom for Mother's Day at Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport, open 7 days a week. This Mother's Day, make tracks to Max.
Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 39 years, 4 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics has been recognized as the area's leading orthotics and prosthetics provider, specializing in providing high-quality prosthetics and equipment for patients who want to regain their independence, their mobility, and their confidence. They take pride in their commitment to you as a patient and look forward to serving you in the years to come. Family-owned for 39 years, 4 locations, 1 family. In Kingsport on Broad Street, in Bristol, Tennessee on Highway 126, in Greenville, Tennessee on Justice Drive, and in Pounding Mill, Virginia on Short Street. 39 years, 4 locations, 1 family. And beginning June 1st, Kingsport Brace and Limb and Greenville Orthotics and Prosthetics will continue to serve you as Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics. A new name, the same family. 1-800-524-4447, Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE master technicians here with the ratio. It goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
I said make him refund the money. Now you got me jacked up. That's just not right. I'm telling you, it is not right for him to go into that boxing match hurt and rob these people their money. They didn't get a full 100% boxer. And he didn't. Why do you think he didn't check off the day before than the boxing? And that
I says a catch-22. If he had, they would have questioned it and found out that he had a severe injury enough that could have affected the fight, and they would have said, well, until you're healthy, you're not fighting.
So now he goes into the fight. Now he discovers 3 days later he has a torn rotator cuff.
Oh, he knew that. He knew that.
And so he didn't have the pop, and he didn't have the power. He couldn't have. He didn't have the power in his punches to fight this guy. So he goes in with, in essence, like a bird with a broken wing. And what happens? The guy still makes his money, and the fans get robbed of a 100% healthy boxer. Just pulls my – and I have no dog in the hunt because I didn't pay the money, but all those people plunked down that money, hard-earned money, I would say, in this economy. And
it's a waste of money as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
That's exactly right. All that money can be used for something else, but what's 10% of $80 million? $800,000? So if he tithes like he's supposed to, 10%, and Mayweather made, what I say, $400 million for him?
10%, that's $8 million, isn't it?
80 million. Yeah, 10% is $8 million. So
you're shorting yourself there, bud.
So $400 million would be $40 million. You think Mayweather will tithe any of that? Look what kind of an impact it'd have in this country if he tithed 10%, either one of them, to a right cause. Red Cross, don't be a church, Red Cross, Salvation Army, but. All right. Move on, Tom. You back your neck's burning. Move on, brother.
Greed breeds greed.
Oh, me, oh, my. And we are idiots to get – if they play or not play, if they box again, we're idiots to put the money up for these guys. All right, baseball, here we go. AAA tournament from yesterday. We're going to talk to Coach Hoover coming up here in just about 7 or 8 minutes. Daniel Boone blanks Crockett 7-0. Crockett's season's over. Science Hill, Dobbins Bennett out-hit him 10-3. Grant Rabbits and the Hilltoppers got it done. They beat Science Hill, or I rather beat Dobbins Bennett 4-3. So tonight, elimination game. Daniel Boone 18-15. Dobbins Bennett 28-9. They'll play at 6 o'clock at Cardinal Park, AAA, and of course tomorrow night will be the championship. Science Hill will play the winner of tonight's game for the championship tomorrow night. In the District 1 AA tournament, big surprise, Unicoi County shuts out and upsets Sullivan South 5-0. Sullivan East eliminates Happy Valley 8-6. So tonight, elimination game. South at 21-9. Sullivan East at 13-14. 6 o'clock first pitch from J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport. Winner moves on, loser goes on. South with the back to the wall. They won the regular season crown, and so now they're playing in the elimination game, which just goes to prove again anything can happen come tournament time. In single-A baseball, being played at Dale Alexander Field in Greenville. Yesterday, South Green eliminates University High 10-0. North Green beat Hampton 6-4. University High is gone. South Green will play Hampton today. South Green at 12-15. The Hampton Bulldogs at 16-8. They'll play that game at 5 o'clock at Dale Alexander Field in Greenville. That's the single A. And that's your baseball look. We'll do softball coming up here in a few minutes. Now, Milligan College, our boy Cody Campbell, strong, 8 innings of work. You know the young man, good kid, great family. 8 strong innings on the mound. Brandon Malone's 2-run homer in the first. Jarrett Ramsey's 2 hitless innings of relief. Josh Peterson and Nick Lowry's RBIs in the 10th. All part of the Milligan College 7-4 win in 10 over Point University. They'll now play tonight at 7 o'clock. Milligan faces the number 7 Tennessee Wesleyan Truett McConnell winner today at 7 o'clock, again at Hunter Wright Stadium in Kingsport. So congratulations to Milligan, and Cody went 8 strong innings of baseball, getting that win for the Milligan College Buffaloes. Again, they'll play at 7 o'clock tonight, again, as we said, at Hunter Wright Stadium. Major League Baseball, who won there last night? Reds were off. You think the noose is around Brian Price's neck? You think he's in trouble?
I would hope so.
Yeah, the manager of the Reds. They'll be in Pittsburgh tonight, open up a series there. They'll play Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They move on to Chicago for a weekend series with the White Sox in interleague play. Reds, again, in Pittsburgh tonight. Last night, Washington beat Miami 6-4. Philadelphia defeated the Braves 5-2. Milwaukee over the Dodgers 4-3. Cardinals beat the Cubbies 10-9. Cardinals, all by the way, winningest team in Major League Baseball. They're 19-6. Say what you want. They just reload every year. Arizona and Colorado rained out, and San Francisco beat San Diego out on the left coast. In the American League, Toronto beat the Yankees. Tampa Bay over Boston. Toronto 3-1. Tampa Bay beat the Red Sox 5-1. Minnesota over Oakland 8-7. Texas beat Houston 2-1. And Seattle beat the Los Angeles Angels last night on the left coast in Major League Baseball. Now, tonight, as we told you, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Miami, and Washington, Baltimore and New York against the Mets, Philadelphia will be in Atlanta against the Bravos, Dodgers and Milwaukee, Cardinals hosting the Cubbies, Arizona at Colorado, and San Diego at San Francisco. Inching ever so closer to having a Cardinal pennant up there.
I tell you what, I'd say 2 series. Give him 2 series, and I think you'll hear some more about if he loses the next 2 series against the Pirates and the White Sox. I think you'll start hearing some more about him being replaced. It may not happen right away, but I think the talk will really get stronger.
They beat Milwaukee 2 out of 3. They went to Atlanta and split with them. They won 2 and lost 2. So off yesterday, got Pittsburgh and the White Sox, and they come back home to Atlanta and San Francisco. So we'll see. In the American League, Yankees at Toronto, Baltimore, New York, Tampa Bay at Boston. The Indians will be in Kansas City. White Sox hosting Detroit. Oakland will be in Minnesota. Houston hosting Texas, and the Angels continue their series against Seattle in the American League. NBA last night, did you watch any of the games?
Come on. Now, was that a good question?
I knew that'd get him. Bulls beat Cleveland 99-92. LeBron says, it's all my fault. We didn't win. Chicago leads that series 1-0, the best of 7. Clippers beat Houston 117-101. L.A. leads that series 1-0. That may be the team. They beat the Spurs, and they beat Houston in Houston.
Golden State's pretty strong, too.
Yeah, Clippers playing some strong basketball. Golden State's, they're playing tonight. They'll be at home against Memphis. They'll play Memphis tomorrow, 5 for 5, Apester. That just made me think of Elvis. Memphis. Washington at Atlanta tonight as well in the NBA. The National Hockey League, who's skating tonight? Who skated last night? Let's see. Last night, Washington skated past New York 1-0. Capitals lead that series 2-1. Tonight, Wyman's Blackhawks will be in Minnesota. Chicago leads that series 2-0. Anaheim, the Ducks will be in Calgary to skate against the Flames. And Anaheim leads that series 2-0 in the best of 7. So there you go. You're caught up to date with the national sports scene. And we're going to take a break, come right back. We're going to track down our buddy Rob Hoover, the baseball coach. Oh, I love Gator. He says, time to Cherokee Barbershop. The boxers, I need a new comb. That's great. He's telling Pacquiao and Mayweather to tie to Cherokee Barbershop. He needs a new comb. That guy's not right. I love him to death. The Gator Man, he is hilarious. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll talk to Rob Hoover from Daniel Boone High School on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about your insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know that home insurance can keep your stuff covered even when it's not at home? Or that collisions with wildlife on the road may not be covered? And what if you didn't know you could be liable for any accidents on your property? The more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Life has its twists and turns. It can take many different shapes. But a good retirement plan changes with your life. And as we talk about what you're putting away and how much you'll need to retire, what was uncertain becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us on this Tuesday, May the 5th. Big day in baseball. Big day yesterday as the Daniel Boone Trailblazers knock off the Crockett Pioneers. With us is the head baseball coach, Rob Hoover. Coach, good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for checking in with us. Let's talk about the game yesterday. Big win yesterday for the Trailblazers. Tell me about it.
Yeah, it was a huge win for us, and we played really well. One of the best games we played all year, and we had some great performances by some guys. Gabe Sanders being one of them. He was our starting pitcher. Had a tough year injury wise. Had to sit and watch us a lot throughout the year, just not being able to pitch. Had some tendonitis creep in about a week before the season, and just his third or fourth outing of the year, and he goes out and shuts him out through 5 innings, and was really proud of him. And we had some great defensive performances by Jacob Kiefhofer in left field, and we hit just enough to score some runs and give us a comfortable lead, and we were able to pull away.
Again, defeated a good Crockett team 7-0 to end their season. So today you come back and play Dobbins Minute. Tell me what you did against the Indians in the regular season.
Well, the first game they beat us 6-5. It was a pretty competitive game. They got out to a good lead on us, but we battled back there and scored 3 or 4 in the 7th inning to cut it to a 1-run lead. And in the second game, they actually no-hit us and shut us out. I believe it was 12-0. So, it's a team that we're comfortable playing against, but haven't had a lot of success against. But I think our kids are ready, and if you can't get ready for a game like tonight, then you need to check yourself.
Absolutely, Boone 18-15, Dobbins Minute at 28-9. Coach, you go up against Dobbins Minute and Science Hill all the time in baseball, and yet you hang right with them with a lot less kids in your school to choose from. I think that's a nice testament to you and the coaching staff.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm just blessed to be here to have this job, and I'm blessed to have the assistant coaches that I have. Of course, my father does an incredible job with our pitching staff, and it takes a lot off of me. I've got a lot of duties that I've got to take care of a lot of kids, but to have him, to trust him to take care of our entire pitching staff allows me to do a lot of other things. And of course, Jerry Jenkins is there, has all the experience, and I've got two really young assistant coaches, Matt Ford and Spencer Street, who are just have been such a huge help to me, and they're great with the kids. And the bottom line is your players have to play, and we're blessed to have great kids at Daniel Boone High School, and they put forth tremendous effort in everything they do, and that's enabled us to be where we are.
Talking to Rob Hoover, the head baseball coach at Daniel Boone. So the old adage, you can't beat a team 3 times. Anything to that? Is that just an old adage?
Well, I've heard that, and we heard that before we played Tennessee High the first round, and we were fortunate enough to win that game for the 3rd time. But I think a lot of it comes down to pitching matchups when you get this deep into a tournament. I'm not exactly sure who DB will throw, and I know they've thrown a lot of their top guys in this tournament as we have as well. So a lot of it's going to come down to pitching matchups, and we're not intimidated by any means, but I've got the absolute utmost respect for Coach Wagner and his program and that school. And I know if we can pull this off, it'll be an unbelievable accomplishment for Daniel Boone.
Last question before I let you go. You're playing in a big ballpark, Cardinal Park. Advantage to pitchers, hitters? Does your kids like playing in a big ballpark like Cardinal Park?
I think it's an advantage to the pitchers. I haven't seen a home run yet in the tournament. So, our outfielders need to back up a little bit, and our pitchers need to be able to trust themselves to throw strikes and not scared if they make a mistake that it can end up in a home run, that our guys are athletic enough out there to go chase them down. And but DB's got speed and athleticism too, so it'll be interesting.
When you look around the conference, Coach, I know parents should be very excited and very pleased. The coaches we have coaching these kids in baseball, yourself and Edwards at Science Hill and Wagner at Dobbins Bennett and Hagee down at Crockett. Got some great coaches in this league that do great things for these kids, and they care about the kids, don't they?
That's the most important thing, and I think that's something that, over the 10 years that I've been at Boone, I've kind of thought about that a little bit more as I've gone on. These kids need to know that you care about them and you're going to do anything you can to help them on and off the field, and that's, I'm trying to continue to grow as a coach and help them any way that I can just to get them ready to move on.
And that's why I'm a big fan of Rob Hoover. Coach, good luck to you tonight. Again, at Cardinal Park starts at 6, and good luck to you and the Trailblazers, all right?
Thank you, Tom. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Great job again. Head coach Rob Hoover again of the Daniel Boone Trailblazers. Elimination game tonight, Boone 18-15. Dobbins Minute at 28-9. Last night, Winter Science Hill's already qualified for the regional next week. So the team tonight that wins, two things. Number one, they stay alive to play Science Hill tomorrow night in the championship. And number two, they'll qualify for the regional next week. Of course, it's a double elimination game, tournament. Science Hill's not lost at all. So whoever wins tonight, if you play Science Hill tomorrow night and you beat them, you still got to come back out Thursday night then for an outright championship in a double elimination format. So first things first, Boone 18-15, Dobbins Minute at 28-9 tonight at 6 o'clock. Again at Cardinal Park. Of course, DB coming off that tough loss last night. They out-hit Science Hill 10-3, but Science Hill won at 4-3. So Rabbits had a heck of a pitching performance on the mound for Daniel Boone. He beat Cook for for Dobbins Minute. So should be a good crowd there tonight at 6 o'clock. Ain't no tomorrow on this one. And, man, could you pick a better day to play baseball? Whoo, man, gorgeous day. Good old East Tennessee humidity hadn't kicked in quite yet. Going to be a warm day. It's a warm day now. So it should be a good crowd tonight at Cardinal Park in Johnson City. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got the quiz show coming up in a few minutes. I've not quite as confident as I used to be. I want to move that up to number 9. Hopefully we can do that. I know Tim Smith called me up and said, what's going on? You haven't called me for any oil changes in 2-3 weeks. I said, I've hit a bad stretch, so maybe today. Even Rotenberry said, what did he tell me? I read that for you earlier. Let me read that. This is good stuff. David Rotenberry, going to play for him again today. Rotenberry sends me a what is this thing called? Yeah, voicemail, Gmail, text, whatever. Says, well, at least the buzzer was not used as much this go-round. I consider that progress. Well, at least the buzzer was not used as much this go-round. I consider that progress. By the way, it says, good job with the band concert, good audio and camera work. Hearing a lot of positives about that. Of course, that's because of him over there. Didn't watch the whole event, but what I saw was well done. Thank you, David Rotenberry. So we'll play for him coming up here in a few minutes with Richard Isaacs and the old quiz show. All right, softball, AAA softball. Yesterday, Dobbins Minute eliminates beat Volunteer 2-1. Science Hill defeats Crockett 4-0. Those two teams played today. DB will play Science Hill at 5:30. Volunteer and Crockett at 7:15 tonight. All that being played at Blountville Middle School in Blountville. I remember I was talking to Halston the other day, our new guy from Florida. He said, why would it be Blountville, not Blountville? I said, because it's spelled B. I said, welcome to East Tennessee. There you go.
Don't ask questions. Just say it the way it's
supposed
to be said.
What was that? It said Sergensville. I said, nope, Sergoinsville.
Yeah.
Put the emphasis on the second syllable. Oh. He said, what about Elizabeth? See, he said Elizabethton. Elizabethton or town. I said, no, it's Elizabeth. And you put in that second out of the 3 syllables.
Well, I tell him it's not Maryville, it's Merville.
Marvel. Blountville. Up at Blountville Middle School tonight. In the AA tournament at Happy Valley yesterday, Sullivan South comes up off the mat and wins over Johnson County 3-2. Unicoi County blanking Elizabeth at 8-0. So tonight at 5 o'clock, it'll be South and Happy Valley. That winner will play Elizabethton at 6:30 tonight. And the loser of that first game between South and Happy Valley's ladies will be finished for the season. And then in Single A, let's get that squeezed in too. Single A, where are we here? Single A, Legion Field in Greenville. Last night, Unaka beat South Green 4-3. University High defeated North Green 6-5. So tonight at 5 o'clock tonight, you have Unaka and North Green. Unaka at 12-13. North Green's ladies at 15-10. They'll play that at 5 o'clock at Legion Field in Greenville. And then the championship will come back and be played. University High's ladies at 16-18 against the winner of that first game. Unaka North Green's ladies at 7 o'clock for the championship tonight in girls softball and single A. So it is a big, big night, very pivotal for a lot of teams around the region tonight for both baseball and softball. Soccer last night, AAA soccer. Dobbins Minute beat Central 9-1. Tennessee High's guys beat Boone, shut them out 4-0. Crockett in double overtime beat Volunteer 1-0. Semifinals tonight at Tennessee High. Science Hill and Crockett at 5 o'clock, and Dobbins Minute and Tennessee High at 7 o'clock tonight. That's the soccer district tournament again, AAA at Tennessee High. And the AA tournament tonight, you have Happy Valley's guys playing at Elizabethton at 6 in boys soccer. And University High will be in Colonial Heights to battle Sullivan South at 6 o'clock tonight in the AA soccer semifinals. So lots going on. Couldn't pick a more beautiful day to do it here in the hills of East Tennessee. Very, very nice. Quick break. When we come back, got the quiz show lined up with Richard Isaacs. Later on in the next hour of our show, we've got Daniel Monjay from Milligan College. I'm sure he's going to brag about that baseball team. Got that big win yesterday over Point University. And also later on in the show, we'll check in with Karen Hubbs. It's Mother's Day weekend coming up. You heard that from Max Medicine Mart commercials, and it's going to be Mom's Day this weekend. There is a 5K on behalf of moms for Mother's Day in Johnson City. Karen Hubbs is going to tell us all about that coming up here in a little while. Quick break. Cross your fingers. Here we go. The quiz show's next with Richard Isaacs here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know that it's smart to replace washing machine hoses every 5 years? What if you didn't know that you might need extra coverage for more expensive items? And what if you didn't know that teen drivers are 4 times more likely to get into an accident? So, the more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show on this Tuesday. Be sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Tom Taylor Sports Show. Like and follow. And we picked up, 7 more this week. So we're up, we're inching that way. Keeps going right on up the ladder, and we love that. Thank you very, very much. Let's go to the phonies there, buddy. Richard Isaacs from Kingsport Cabinetry. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
Good, Tom. How are you?
Well, I'm just living the dream. Just living the dream. I'm a little nervous. I'm not as confident as I once was about this quiz show. I've kind of been stuck in a hole for a while. So maybe today. What do you think? You think these questions are really hard?
Well, I was just beginning to think you just liked the number 8. I thought you had an 8 on your wall for some reason.
No, it's there for a reason. I can't get over the hump. So
that's 2 zeros, one on top of the other.
Yeah.
Oh, today, buddy.
Man, that's awful. That's bad. 2 zeros on top of each other. Now, tell me about Kingsport Cabinetry. What's going on? You told me off here you've been really busy.
Yeah, busy, Tom. We picked up a couple of residential jobs this week. Cabinets and then a countertop job for another individual, and we're still working on those commercial projects. So we're staying real busy right now.
Lots of cabinet places across the Tri-Cities. What do you think separates you all, the Kingsport Cabinetry folks, from the competition?
Service and personal and our just the way we deal with people. We're very personable with people, and we take a lot of interest in what they're doing.
247-6134, right?
Yep.
There you go.
Let me go ahead and give you my cell number too, because this time of year I'm out measuring a lot of stuff. So that number is 292-2854.
There you go. 292-2854. If you want to call him directly on his cell phone, he's got that for for you to call anytime, and that's appreciate that very much. Kingsport Cabinetry, again, getting ready to do some countertop work for me later this summer, and I'm very excited about that. In fact, I've already picked out that chip you gave me and brought home. Man, that's it. You got it on the first one, so we're just got to set a date, and we're going to have the new countertops put in. I'm pretty excited about that.
Good deal. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. We even let you come in and sit and be on the quiz show one day. Since you're
Man, that'd be great. Yeah.
All right, we're going to play for David Rotenberry in Kingsport. David listens every day. He and his lovely bride, Joanne, when she's not teaching school there at St. Dominic. So let's get it rolling, see if I can go 5 for 5 for it. Oh, all right, here we go. I'm a shell of myself, no longer as confident as I once was. So here we go. Let's fire away.
All righty, let's go. Question number 1. All right, this is a football question.
Oh, no.
The Dallas Cowboys and the Pittsburgh Steelers are the only 2 teams to meet 3 times in the Super Bowl. True or false?
You mean to meet each other? Head on?
Yep.
Cowboys and Steelers 3 times in the Super Bowl. The only ones I would say that is true.
Well, you're doing good, Tom. 1 for 1.
Oh, well, you came out of the block too slow. I thought I'd missed that one. Okay, all right.
I know it, yep.
All right.
Very good. Good job. That is true. They met in Super Bowl 10, Super Bowl 13, Super Bowl 30.
I'm hanging on every word now, Richard. Your tone of voice, I thought, oh, no, I missed the first one. So, all right.
No, I know. I tried to do a little voice deflection there and throw you off.
It worked. I'm a scared rabbit now. All right.
All
Number
right,
2.
let's go to NASCAR.
Oh, no.
All right. Number 2, true or false? Jimmy Johnson won 6 consecutive Sprint Cup championships from 2006 to 2011. True or false?
Oh, me, oh, my. I should know this. 6. I know he's won 6. Did he win them consecutive from 06 to 2011? That's false.
That's good.
There you go.
Yeah. He won 5 consecutive.
I hit the wrong one. Sorry. There we go. I thought he was going to miss that one.
Of course, won't even give them to you when you get them.
I don't get the bell.
I thought he was going to miss it. I thought he was going to miss it.
Yeah.
I was thinking Stewart won one in there in the middle somewhere.
To quote the good book, "Oh, ye of little faith," he hit the buzzer when I got it right. So.
No, you were right. So you're 2 for 2. Let's go to number 3.
All right, Rotenberry's getting excited. Go ahead.
Number 3. In the 1920s, the Harlem Globetrotters basketball team was formed in Chicago. True or false?
Harlem Globetrotters, true or false? In the 20s, formed in Chicago, but they're the Harlem Globetrotters. I would say, this is a setup. Let's see. Harlem's in New York City, but the Globetrotters you're saying was formed in Chicago in the 20s. I'll say that's false.
That's not good, Tom.
Okay. All right, there you go.
I got to play the right one this time.
2 for 3. Yeah.
No, I was kind of shocked too. You know, the Harlem thing. I knew that was going to get you.
That may be the dumbest question you've ever asked me. The Harlem Globetrotters formed in Chicago. Why would that even be? Okay, but.
Well, and I figured you would say it was a stupid question, so I got 6 for you today, just so if you get the 6th one, maybe I'll let you have it. So I don't want to hear the stupid question excuse.
Oh, I love it.
All right, number 4. Here we go.
Okay, let's go with number 4. In 1995, Cal Ripken broke Lou Gehrig's record for most consecutive games played.
Yes, that's true.
Very good.
Yeah.
You know how many it was?
There's a bunch of them. I know that. He played it.
Hey, that's a good answer. There's a bunch of them.
There's a pile of them. Yeah.
2,131.
Wow. Consecutive games.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
At 162 games a season, that's very impressive, yes.
It is.
All right, I'm 3 for 4, so let's try to finish strong here. Stupid.
Let's go number 5.
Harlem Globetrotters.
True or false?
Yeah.
NBA basketball star Danny Ainge also played Major League Baseball. True or false?
That's true. He did.
Very good.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd get that one, Tom.
There you go. So.
Who did he play for?
Okay, don't tell me all this. I want to say Toronto.
But you know what? We ought to give you all of them for getting that. That's good.
There you go.
I played, so I looked this up. Toronto Blue Jays. Very good.
There you got it. But no, we get asked the question.
Harlem Globetrotters.
The Roanoke basketball team was started in Chattanooga, Tom. Is that true or false? It's like, how stupid could that be? All right, so the Globetrotters started in Chicago. There you go. That's
That's why they call it trivia.
Yeah, that's why you call it the buzzer too. I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting tired of looking at that 8, aren't you, Horace?
Yeah.
I am. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to win against on Friday so we can change
No,
it.
that ain't going to happen. So my next chance tomorrow with that those dumb Elvis questions I get every week too. But
he's going to crash and burn tomorrow too.
So let me read that question I missed one more time because I'm going to use this on somebody else later on today. The Harlem Globetrotters.
In the 1920s, the Harlem Globetrotters basketball team was formed in Chicago. True or false?
That is so dumb. All right. Formed in Chicago. True or false? And the guy's going to say, I can tell you right now, he's going to say, well, no, that's a stupid question because New York, Harlem, and they started up in Harlem. That's why they got the name. No. According to Richard, our friend Richard, it was in Chicago. So.
Well, there must be a Harlem in Chicago is all I know.
Well, there is now. For one, there is now.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, my. That was good stuff. All right, one more time. Tell us about how you can help us. A lot of folks doing spring fix-up projects. Tell us again about Kingsport Cabinetry, would you please?
That's right. If you're looking to fix up your kitchen or your bathroom, need cabinets, countertops, anything like that, give us a call. We'll come out, take some measurements, draw you up a plan on it, give you a price, and I know you'll be happy with our work.
Absolutely.
We've been doing it for a long time.
And you've been in the cabinetry business over 30 years, right?
Yeah. I started just when I started college. I started in the cabinet business and working for a cabinet company, and worked my way through college. And said when I got out of college, I was going to get me a good job, and here I am still doing cabinets.
And it's working for you because you do great work. Proof's in the pudding. So.
Thank you.
292-2854 is our buddy Richard Isaac. Richard, have a great week, my friend. I'll talk to you next week. And remember, the Harlem Globetrotters were formed in, of all places, Chicago. Thank you very much.
Chicago. That's right. You won't forget that, will you?
No, I won't. That's really chapped me. That's good. So, but that's all right. You didn't. It's as you said, Tom. That's why they call it trivia.
That's it. Yeah. Well, you all have a great day.
You too. I appreciate you very much. Our buddy Richard Isaacs from Kingsport Cabinetry. Yeah, it's a question. God. Tom, the Dallas Cowboys were formed. The Dallas Cowboys were formed in Cheyenne, Wyoming. It's like, okay. The Harlem Globetrotters formed in Chicago. 4 for 5. Again, close. What did I do yesterday with Gator? 3 for 5, wasn't it?
No, he went.
He did. That's right.
Yeah, he went 3 for 5.
I don't have to worry about him. All right, so I went 4 for 5.
Don't have to worry about Gator. I love it.
Well, I'm keeping track because I didn't do it yesterday. So 4 for 5 today, and the one that got me is the stupid Harlem Globetrotter question. You got to know. You got to admit that's pretty dumb, too. But that's why they call it trivia, Tom.
But last week you only averaged 2 for 5.
Yeah. Well, this week I'm averaging 4 for 5.
Well,
because this is my first day.
One day.
It's a long week. So we got your honey in the saddle. What did you do last week on Friday?
I went 4 for 5.
Okay.
No, I went 3 for 5.
But no cigar. So, and you won't win this week either. So
okay, we'll see who makes that go 9-1 first. Okay.
Yeah. Tomorrow's the day. So now the question is tomorrow. The big mystery is, will the Apester actually come on the radio and talk? There has been chatter that that's going to be happening tomorrow. That either I'm going to ask her, she's going to ask me, and she's actually going to be on the radio making I guess a cameo with the quiz show. So we'll see. I'm a little on edge about that because I don't know what we're doing yet. We're inside of 24 hours to the event, but whatever happens, whatever it'll be, right?
That's what it is.
It'll be whatever it'll be.
It's going to be you going down again, but
I
mean, we all know the outcome. It's just how we get there.
It's just how we get there. It's like a trip. We don't know how you go. We just know at the end of the trip you're going to get there. It's just how you get there. Got you. So. Quiz show, we'll find out tomorrow. So, again, thanks to American Import and Auto Repair. That's another day. They don't have to do an oil change. Or Cherokee Barbershop, didn't have to give up a free haircut. or David Rotenberry to get a free pass to Base Mountain Park. So bless his heart. I'll play for him again tomorrow. I'm going to play it on win. It may be a long struggle, but I'm going to play it till I get a win in this guy's pocket because he's been a dear friend. And wherever I'm at, whether it's on the radio or whatever I'm doing, he's always there with me. He came up last year, he and his lovely bride, and sat with us in the suites. I guess that was last fall, a year ago, for the Bristol Live show. So big fan of David Rotenberry and his trusty sidekick, Miss Joanne. Quick break. We'll do just that. Come right back. We'll check in with Daniel Monge, our weekly visit. Oh, wait a minute. This is going to be good. Oh, the Apester. I'm going to leave you wondering a little bit longer, I guess what she's saying. Let's see. What does it say? I'm just a bundle of nerves. I'm kind of like Tiger. I'm going to be asleep tonight. So going to leave you wondering a little longer. Really? Okay. All right. So I'm a little tore up. Now, Tiger's tore up because Lindsay left him, right? Busted up. So he hadn't slept well. So I'm tore up because is it going to be me? Is it going to be the Apester of the quiz show tomorrow? We'll see. Quick break. We're going to talk about the Milligan College Buffaloes coming up next, the top of the hour. Hour number 2 right around the corner here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know that it's smart to replace washing machine hoses every 5 years? What if you didn't know that you might need extra coverage for more expensive items? And what if you didn't know that teen drivers are 4 times more likely to get into an accident? So, the more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
It's easy to buy insurance and forget about it. But the more you learn about your coverage, the more gaps you might find. Like how you thought you were covered for this.
Check it out, Mom.
When you're really only covered for this. Or how you figured you're covered for this when you're actually paying for this. You might be surprised at what's hiding in your coverage. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
See what might be hiding in your coverage at farmers.com/gaps.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thank you for being with us on this Tuesday, May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo Day. So if you are so inclined, we want to say welcome, congratulations to Cinco de Mayo Day for you, if that's something you celebrate here on this Tuesday, May the 5th. Let's go to the phone of the land of the orange and black, the Milligan College Buffaloes. Our buddy Lucas Hitehew. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Tom. How are you?
Just fine, sir. You said you just came back from lunch. You feel better now. Lucas, what did you have for lunch today?
Well, actually, we had chicken and dumplings in the cafeteria today. It was an excellent meal, actually.
Wow. Chicken and dumplings, the Milligan College cafeteria. Now, what else? What did you chase with it? Did you have a salad? What else did you have?
I tried to set it off with a little bit of sweet tea, and they had a special side of fish today, and that was actually a really good side dish, I think, for
chicken and dumplings.
That's something you wouldn't think about.
And fish.
Chicken and dumplings and fish, yeah. Now, what did you cap it off with a dessert?
I actually didn't have any dessert today. I decided to skip it.
All right.
Had fish for dessert.
Had fish or sweet tea.
I tell you, that's a college meal right there.
That's a man right there to have fish for dessert. Now, what did Monjay have for lunch?
I think he actually had a little bit more of the chicken and dumplings than I did, and he decided to top his off with a side of stromboli meatballs.
There we go.
I need to come over. You boys eat good. I need to come over and hang out with you in Milligan, eating fish and chicken and dumplings and stromboli meatballs. But that's pretty good for
It didn't
cafeteria.
compare anything with the way Mom cooks, though.
What is a stromboli meatball?
It's some type of meatball in some type of sauce. I don't know. It was really, really good. I only had one of them, but Daniel Tinsel, he really liked the meatball, I think.
Did he steal your meatball, Lucas? Tell the truth.
No,
right.
I'll defend him. If I have to take a fork to him, I'll take it down.
Take a fork to him and take him down. Hey, they took him down yesterday. Again, Milligan defeated Point University and kind of recapped that big ball game yesterday for Milligan at Hunter Wright Stadium.
Well, actually, I tell you, it was a kind of a nail-biter. We were up by 4 in the third, and Point came back in the fourth, tied the game at 4, and it stayed that way all the way into extra innings into the 10th, where we broke free, scored 3 runs, and took the game.
Yeah, you got big hits from, Josh Peterson, Nick Lowry. Is that correct?
That's exactly right. They really came through in the clutch there, and Josh actually got hit by a pitch there in the top of the 10th to give us the winning run.
Again, Brandon Malone had a 2-run homer in the first inning, and Cody Campbell had really 8 strong innings of pitching. Young man from Science Hill in the Hill. He had a great game, didn't he?
Yeah, he only allowed 7 hits over the entire time, and every time they got on base, he just sent them right back, and he threw 3 strikeouts, too.
We're talking to Lucas Hitehew again, who works in the Sports Information Department of Milligan College. Now, good crowd. Does Milligan travel well? You have a good crowd down there watching the game yesterday?
Yeah, usually there's a lot of people out, and yesterday I had a really good crowd, and we're hoping to have a even better turnout tonight as we take on Wesleyan.
Yep, 7 o'clock tonight at Hunter Wright Stadium, and it should be a perfect night for baseball there. And what are the guys, what's their take about playing in a big league ballpark? Is that something that kind of gets them jazzed up?
Well, I think it's definitely a positive. It's good to come back home and have your own stadium, but when you get to go out to a bigger field, it's always a different experience, and I'm certain that they're really excited about being out there.
All right, you're 25-19. You're now playing the number 7 seed Tennessee Wesleyan in the second round of the tournament. Is this double elimination? Set us up for the rest of the week. What happens next?
Yeah, it will be double elimination. If we're able to if we take down Wesleyan tonight, we'll actually go into the semifinals tomorrow against either Point or I take that back, either Bryan or Union, and we'll play against them, and then the winner of that game will actually go into the championship against whoever comes out of the losers bracket.
So you guys, there's 4 teams left, right? Milligan, Wesleyan, Bryan, and Union. Is that correct?
Well, at this point, there's actually only one team that's been eliminated, and that would be St. Andrews, who got beat by Reinhardt earlier this morning. But before the end of the day, there will only be 4 teams left.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We're talking Lucas Hitehew. We'll be down to 4 tomorrow, so you get into the losers and the semifinals and so on and so forth. All right, when you win this tournament, what's the next step for whomever wins this tournament coming out of the Appalachian Athletic Conference?
Well, depending on who takes the win, of course, Tennessee Wesleyan actually won the regular season, and so they get an automatic bid to the NAIA Nationals. And whoever wins the conference tournament, depending on if it is Wesleyan, it'll be the second place team in the league, which I believe was Union. And if not, if someone else wins the tournament, they'll actually follow Tennessee Wesleyan as well into the NAIA National Tournament.
So if Tennessee Wesleyan wins the tournament, then whoever finished second in the regular season goes. And if someone else wins the tournament besides Tennessee Wesleyan, then that team will go with them. So they can't lose. They're going either way, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, they punched their ticket by winning the regular season either way. Where is that next step? Where do they go from Kingsport to the next round?
That is actually a really good question, and I actually don't know right off the top of my head. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's out in the Midwest.
I thought one year I know they went to Louisville, Kentucky after they left here. But again, we'll worry about that this time next week. We'll know where somebody's going to play. We're talking to Lucas Hitehew. So tonight they play at 7 o'clock. Cody Campbell pitched last night. Who would be scheduled, in your opinion? Who should get to baseball tonight from Coach Meade?
Well, that's actually something we've been talking about here lately, just to see who he'll put in. I think that you're going to see Josh Peterson from here, local at Unaka. I think he'll be the leading pitcher. He's your number 2, and I think that's the way you got to go.
Yep. What else going on the Milligan campus? I know we had a cycling event a couple of weeks ago. You had some track and field. I believe that was last week at Science Hill, or week before last. So is everything else kind of shut down, or is anything else still going on in the Milligan sports camp right now?
We're down to 3 sports now. Of course, baseball's still in their tournament. Track will actually compete one more time before. I actually know they canceled that meet. The meet got canceled. Track's actually done with their regular season. They'll go to nationals on the 21st of this month. And then women's golf will be representing us at nationals as well on the 12th.
Now, do you guys get to travel to follow these guys and ladies, track and field and golf, to go to the nationals? You get to go?
We try and go if we can. And like cycling will be competing this weekend in Asheville at their nationals, and I think we're going to try and make a trip down there. But it's kind of harder when it's like Savannah for women's golf or Gulf Shores for track. But we do try to go to as many of them as we can.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. So the ladies play golf in Savannah, Georgia coming up. When is that? In next week or two, isn't it?
Yeah, it'll be next week. Start on Tuesday.
Yeah. All right, so you're there at Sports Information Department at Milligan College. Give me a sales pitch. Why would an athlete want to consider coming to play any of the sports at Milligan College?
Well, I'll tell you, Milligan's biggest slogan right now is there is a difference, and I definitely think there is a difference here. We've got a great group of kids who come here, and not only is it about having good competition, but you see a lot of great character, and I think that's something you definitely can't find everywhere. And so coming to a program that not only focuses on having a good time and taking care of the wins in the sport, but also focuses on the build-up of the player, it's definitely something that you can't just get anywhere.
So, and, of course, the cafeteria's got great food, too, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah. Chicken and dumplings, beef stromboli, and fish.
No, stromboli meatballs.
Oh, stromboli meatballs. Is that right?
I want to try one of those.
Yeah.
You need to get Horace over here and let him eat.
They may not want that.
Let me just say this to you, Lucas. You better have more than one meatball because the old boy can throw it down, I can tell you that. So there better be a party platter because the boy's coming to eat with a fork and a checkerboard napkin. He can put the food down, I can tell you that. So now, before I let you go, some of the coaches starting to put together camps for this summer. Is there somewhere we can go online if a grandparent or parents out there wanting to see what's going to be available for a camp for the youngster to come to this summer? Are those out yet?
Part of them are. If you go to our homepage under the athletic department tab, we have one for camps. Basketball has their camps already up, and I'm sure that we'll be getting the others as they come in here in the next couple weeks. Since the seasons are wrapping up, they'll be able to set those together.
Are you going to the game tonight, Lucas Hitehew?
We'll be there supporting out the Buffs.
There you go. Should be a good game tonight. A great ballpark down at Hunter Wright Stadium. Again, thanks for checking in with us. Hang in there and enjoy those chicken and dumplings, and I'll talk to you next week, all right?
Thank you, Tom.
Okay, great job. Lucas Hitehew again from Milligan College. Chicken and dumplings, fish. What was the last thing? Stromboli meatballs?
Stromboli meatballs.
Stromboli meatballs.
Chicken and dumpling and fish is a side dish.
Doesn't work.
Only college kids would do that.
No, it doesn't work. But again, when you're in college,
it don't matter.
You're on a
food.
limited budget. It's food, baby. Put it on the plate. I'm going to eat it. So anyway, he's right. There is a difference. Love Milligan College. They do a great job over there, and they just keep churning out quality teams and quality kids, and love promoting the Milligan College Buffaloes every week here on the show. All right, here's a trivia question for you. You may have already seen the article, but let's see. Most players drafted from one school. Who do you think? Have you seen the article? So you know what I'm talking about already?
From one school?
This year.
This year.
29.
29 players from one school.
Most players taken in a 3-year span.
Ohio State?
Let me back this up. Broke the record for most players taken in a 3-year span with 29 kids drafted over the last 3 years. You say?
I'm going to say it's going to either be Ohio State, Florida State, maybe Alabama.
Okay. So you're down to 3. Ohio State, Florida State, or Bama.
Is one of those 3 correct?
Yes.
Yes.
You're down to one of the 3. Florida State, Ohio State, or Alabama. 29 players drafted over the last 3 years.
Well, let's see here. Southeastern Conference is awful strong. Florida State is always strong. I'm going to rule out Ohio State.
Okay.
Because that's a Big Ten conference, and even though they're a powerhouse up there. Oh, man, it's a coin toss between Florida State and Alabama. I'm going to say Florida State.
Florida State. Final answer?
Final answer.
You got it. There you go. There you go. Every day a hog will find an acorn. So there you go. You landed that one. Good job. So he picks up Florida State. 29 over the last 3 years. Broke the record for the most players taken in a 3-year span in the college football draft with 29. The old record was 28 by, you want to try those? 28 back in 2008 through 2010 was one school. And 2002 through 2004 was another school. Had 28 drafted over 3 years.
One of them may have been Bama.
No, Southern Cal and Miami.
Southern Cal and Miami.
Yeah,
wow.
Miami was like, man, they were cracking
that's
out.
right. They were a big powerhouse back then.
Back then, yeah. So, anyway, Florida State sets the record for the most players taken in a 3-year span, including
How
this
many
year.
of them in big old bus?
Well, you know one you think is going to be.
I know one of them's going to be.
Oh, me, oh, my.
And I hope
you're going to have to eat some
I
crow.
hope they prove me wrong, but I'm sorry. I just don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's if he comes out and leads them to the Super Bowl, whatever, you're going to eat a lot of crow. So
crow pie.
That'd be right along with that beef stromboli and chicken and dumplings and fish. I keep thinking.
Ooh.
I can't.
Was it a fish stick?
I don't know. I should have asked him. Was it Mrs. Paul's fish sticks, or was it an actual slab of codfish or whitefish?
Oh man, I don't
chicken
know.
And dumplings.
If it was baked fish, I would say, oh man.
And it's chased with beef strombolis.
No veggies.
Stromboli meatballs.
There's no veggies in this mix at all. It's all just
carbs, baby.
Carbs, baby. Bring it on.
The weight's jumping all over you on those. But you're in college, you don't care.
No.
Going down to the cafeteria and grub out at the Milligan College cafeteria. Although it does sound like some pretty good food, according to those guys. So, very good. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show again here on this Tuesday, May the 5th. Our thought for the day coming up, brought to you by our buddy, I should say, Larry Kaiser from Larry Kaiser Nationwide Insurance. And his phone number, by the way, is 282-1389. Now, one of the programs they offer through Nationwide in the nation, we're with you and here for you day or night. It's called the Roadside Assistance. There's 2 different services. There's a basic service and there's a plus service. And so the basic service will get you towed up to 15 miles when the vehicle can't be fixed on the spot. So if you break down, pick a place. If you are in, I don't know, you're in
Anchorage,
Chattanooga.
Alaska.
Well, if you're in Chattanooga and you break down, it'll tow you up to 15 miles and the vehicle can't be fixed on the spot. Ditch extraction. When you're stuck on or immediately adjacent to a public road, they'll come get you. Emergency fuel delivered to your car. Battery jump starts. Lockouts up to $100. If I told you that story the time I went to Myrtle Beach, God, just got married, went down there, had just enough to get there and have a good time. We're not there 10 minutes. Wife we go into the store, locks the keys, and took almost everything we had. The old boy pulls up. He had a cigarette hanging out the side of his mouth. Pulls up. It's, I don't know, Slim's, Locks Smith or something.
What kind of car was it?
Some kind of Jake Leg dude.
Did it have power windows?
I can't remember what we had. We had a Ford.
Did it have power locks?
We couldn't get in the car. It's all I know. It's all I can remember. I don't know if it had. It just had a
coat hanger works for me back then.
It just had a stub. Didn't have anything to catch it on.
Okay.
So anyway, old boy shows up, has a cigarette hanging in his mouth, T-shirt just half over his belly, just typical. Pulls up and says, "Hey," he went around back. He said, "Oh, y'all from West Virginia? Well, welcome to Myrtle Beach." And I thought he is going to grease the sled. He did. Back then, this was in the '80s. Cost me like $75 to get it.
And unlocked.
Oh
car.
Yeah, we just had enough maybe to get a burger. We didn't even stay the whole time. We stayed it cut our trip short about 2 days because we spent all the money to get the thing unlocked. I was mad on a wet hen. Lockouts up to $100. Tire assistance, replacing a flat with a spare. All this is the basic service. Again, that's 24/7 roadside assistance. Now, there's a plus feature, too. The plus would be up to 100 miles and the vehicle can't be fixed. Turn-by-turn directions by phone. When I'm traveling horse, I do a lot of this. Or
yeah, he has no. I've never seen somebody. You're worse than my wife.
No, wait a minute.
You are worse than my wife in giving directions.
I'm going to tell on you.
Well, how you going to tell on?
Are you ready?
Go right ahead.
All right. Friday, we're going to Sullivan South. We're cruising down the interstate.
I got there.
Next thing.
But
you went the long way around.
It doesn't make no difference. You've gone that way before, too.
I've never gone up 81 to get.
Oh, you have to.
I've never gone that way to go to Sullivan South.
We'll come back that way a lot.
Well, it's because we go to Perkins. It's because we go that direction. Perkins is right there on the interstate exit. So anyway, my boy goes up, and we're heading on 26 westbound. Next thing I know, he rockets up. He said, "Well, I thought I was going to Best Buy." I said, "Okay." I thought, "Dear Lord, we'll never get there." Anyway, turn by turn directions by phone. Even the one in the back seat said, "Where are we going?" I said, "Just enjoy the ride." Pre-trip map routes, detailed directions, road detour notes, mileage and important highway information. How far does it go? How long does it take, or how far does it take us to go from here to the home of the Duck Dynasty, West Monroe, Louisiana?
You said 11 hours. It's what, 700-something miles?
Yep, 714 miles door to door. It's a long haul. Not know if they're going to be there. Trip interruption coverage reimburses up to $500 for alternate transportation, lodging, and meals when you're stranded 100-plus miles from home due to a disabled vehicle. All this is the Roadside Assistance Program with Nationwide Insurance. We're here for you day or night. You call this 1-800 number for claims and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is a good thing that you should have going into the vacation season. If you're going to be traveling somewhere, you need to have roadside assistance, and Larry Kaiser can do it for you and help you with that. At 282-1389 is the number to call. Nationwide Roadside Assistance. Do you think Nationwide folks are happy when they saw Junior jump out of that car in Talladega Sunday and do this in his Nationwide car and his Nationwide driver's suit? Oh, yeah. That is a lot of money marketing there that you don't have to pay for it. We'll take a quick break.
Have you given the thought for the day?
Yeah, I'm going to after we take this break.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing it right now.
Oh, no. We'll take a break and get this commercial break in and come back and tell you the thought for the day. It has something to do about success. And we'll come right back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of their patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from a patient mold insert, which further ensures a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 4 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics at 1-800-524-4447.
Kingsport Cabinetry installs cabinets and countertops all over the 3-state region. I asked owner Richard Isaacs, is there a template or is the sky the limit?
Pretty much the sky's the limit. We have a very good drawing system that you come in, tell me what you want. If you have a set of house plans that you're working with, you're building a new house, we can take it off the house plans, we can draw it up, do you 3D drawings where you can see exactly where all the doors, the drawers, the color of the cabinets, kind of get close to the color of the countertops in your drawings. Go over that with you, then you can say, well, Richard, let's change this. I'd rather for that door to open the other way, or I want that cabinet to be bigger, that cabinet to be smaller. We can customize it to your needs. You know, it's all about what the customer wants. We want them to be happy when they leave here.
Kingsport Cabinetry. Call Richard Isaacs today at 247-6134.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, got a nice text from David Rosemary. It's good stuff right here. Yeah, this is good because he said, who would have thunk? Let me see, I'll get back to it. Nice try. Who'd have thunk that a team with Harlem in the name originated in the Windy City? At least the buzzer was allowed to cool down a bit today. He says, I'll be willing to pay twice what I did this time to watch the Mayweather fight rematch, which is exactly 2 times 0 equals 0. All right. Way to go, David. Good job, my friend. So I will play for him again tomorrow. We'll play it on win. Got to. Now, not a sports question, not a sports topic, but I got to get this off my chest. I read this today when I was scanning another news service. Are you ready?
Fire away.
If we don't take a stand, I'm going to get on my soapbox. If we as Americans don't say, enough is enough. Now, this is going to be a minute point, I think, but to me, it opens the box, Pandora's box, to what's next. The Consumer Product Safety Commission issued a regulation for Christmas lights on Monday, deeming some holiday decorations a substantial product hazard. They're going to start regulating what we can put on the side of our homes for Christmas.
I read that story, and what's fascinating is they go back to 1940 or 50, and they say there's been 298.
1980.
1980. There's been 298 deaths
as
related to Christmas lights and Christmas decorations based on that. But since 2008, they've averaged less than one a year. So the products are getting safer to begin with, but that's not good enough for them.
Now, wouldn't you think? I know this is not a sports, but I got to address this. I got to get off my chest. Wouldn't you think that I'm smart enough to put something on my home that I knew that if I plug it in and I have to leave or I don't run the risk of burning my house down? Wouldn't you think I'd have enough sense to put something up that's not going to be a fire hazard?
LED lights, that's the wave of the future, and that's why those numbers have dropped dramatically.
Apparently I'm stupid. I don't know how to do that. So the federal government's going to tell me what I can and can't put up in my home for Christmas decorations.
Tell me. I'm going to do it anyways.
Stars, wreaths, candles without shades, light sculptures, blow-molded or plastic figures, and animated figures are going to be apparently under scrutiny.
Stock up, people, because it's going to come. You're going to need to get it this year. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to see it.
Solar-powered products are going to be exempt.
Solar-powered.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The CPSC says the regulation is necessary because Christmas lights can be dangerous.
Oh, woo.
Really? What was
more people die from being drunk than
Here we go.
Alcohol poisoning.
Let me follow this up, and I'm going to move on. The CPSC said there have been 258 deaths associated with Christmas lights between 1980 and 2013. What is that? 29 years, 27 years. Yep. However, fatal accidents have been on the decline, with an average of less of one fatal accident a year since 2008.
There you go. LEDs, baby. That's why.
I'm not happy anybody got killed with Christmas lights, but it is going down. Now, the number of people who die of alcohol poisoning in California every year is greater than the number of Americans who have been killed by Christmas lights.
That's just in California. Go by nationwide.
See, this is why do I get on these websites? This is on Fox News website.
This is our government running amok.
No, it's not running amok. They have a game plan.
That's
Big Brother's going to clamp down on everything we're doing. Our First Lady's telling us macaroni and cheese is not good for us. I read that last week. Now she's decided it's not good for us, macaroni and cheese. We were raised on macaroni and cheese and pimento cheese in West Virginia when I was a kid.
Give it to me. I'm not talking about this Kraft stuff. I'm talking about some good old cheddar cheese.
It's not good for you, so now they're telling you that's not good. Then I read the other day where they're telling us the time limit on a product, the expiration date, don't pay attention to that. Just go and eat it. I read that the other day. I'm thinking. Now they're telling me that the Christmas lights I put on the side of my house may be a, quote, a substantial product hazard.
I'll say it again. There's a reason we're not mentioned. This country is not mentioned in Revelation.
Oh, I guarantee it.
Because we're not going to be around.
No, we're not.
It's not going to be there.
Okay, back to sports.
Right.
Let's see. Isaiah Thomas has been named the new president of the WNBA Liberty basketball team. He's the new prez. So if that does anything for you, he's now the new president of
Well, he didn't do so well up in Toronto, so now he's going to try it on the other side.
There you go. Thank you. Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets his parking spot back at the Hendricks headquarters in Charlotte. There you go. We're kind of struggling here for sports news.
Must have been in his contract. Win a race, we'll give you your parking spot back.
Yeah. In late April, the 40-year-old Earnhardt tweeted out a picture regarding his missing parking spot. On the side of the wall, they got one for Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, all of them Casey Kane, no Junior. Well, Junior wins after winning in Talladega. They give him his parking spot
back. So who got the boot?
I don't know. Let's see. Hendrick Motorsports.
Probably Gordon, because he's not going to be there next year.
So, anyway, it's kind of a spoof, but they're having fun with it there in the shop in the garage. So, He has now got his parking spot back outside the Hendrick Motorsports Complex in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I thought that was kind of cute, kind of cool. So anyway, Junior is in. He's got his parking spot back, so that's a good thing. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. I want to remind you, Mother's Day is coming up on Sunday. Have you got your mom anything yet? Working on it?
I'm going to pay her a visit on Saturday, so I'll try to come up with something before then.
Yeah. Does she like flowers? Is she a flower kind of lady, or
nah.
candies? Or
I got her some big old chocolate-covered strawberries last year.
Ooh, how'd that go? Went over good?
I guess so, yeah. She didn't complain.
I mean, did she eat them in front of you?
Well, we both did.
As I told Lucas a few minutes ago, Lucas, you going to bring him over to eat, you better be ready. So he took his mother's chocolate-covered strawberries and helped her consume some of them. That's good.
Yeah, we stopped at a grocery store on the way down there in Jonesboro, and I said, I know what I want to get right now. So we went in there and
awesome. Good job.
Bought some.
Point being, on Sunday again is Mother's Day. If you have not got something for Mom yet, you want to stop by Mike's Medicine Mart, your Mother's Day headquarters on Center Street in Kingsport. All the Mother's Day cards, no cards ever over $1.99 at Mike's Medicine Mart. They've got the Willow Tree figurines, Willow Tree Angel figurines. They've got the Russell Stover candies. They got all kinds of different lotions and oh gosh, you go up and down Badger's, Burt's Beast products, the Badger foot product line. They've got that. I mean, the list goes on and on what you can get, again, for Mom for Mother's Day, again, by stopping by Mike's Medicine Mart. Let me run down some of these. Badger product line, they got the Foot Balm, the Extra Strength Sore Muscle Rub from Badger Products, Burt's Bees Lip Balm, Hand Salve, Beeswax Hand Cream, Moisturizing Cream for Mom. They've got, they've got the Wind and Willow Cheese Ball and Appetizer Mix for Mom out of the Good Food Grocery, Trigger's Chips and Salsas. They've got herbal teas. They got 40 shells of teas for Mom for Mother's Day. So it's spring and it's hot. Well, a lot of ladies will like a cup of hot tea in the morning or at night before they go to bed. They have gluten-free products. They have, they have the Gund Huggable Dolls and Huggable the Stuffed Animals, Gund, Gund, which they've had around since, since in the 1800s. The Gund dolls, yep. I mean, not the Gund dolls, but the Gund stuffed animals, I should say. They've had those around since 1800s. So that is available as well. And so all this going on again at Mike's Medicine Mart. Make tracks to Mike's, and you do. Located on Center Street in Kingsport. They've got the store cranked back up, working on it now. Gund Huggable Dolls, the world's most huggable toy since 1898. That's what I wanted to say. And so reading glasses, sunglasses, medical alert wristbands. Mom needs one of those. As we said, if she is a lady that has a need for gluten-free products, got all kinds of those to go around. And in fact, Barry Walton, we'll have him on tomorrow. Dr. Walton says a lot of folks come in, let's get one of those little baskets, walk around the store, just kind of cherry pick and make a customized basket for Mom that things that she would like. So it's all there. Mike's Medicine Mart, your Mother's Day headquarters on Center Street in Kingsport. Make tracks to Mike's and get what Mama needs. She likes candies. They also have, for Mom's diabetic, have sugar-free candies. So make tracks to Mike's on Center Street in Kingsport. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. Got Karen Hubbs front and center ready to go. She's going to join us from Johnson City about speaking of Mom, a 5K road race for Mom for Mother's Day weekend. She'll join us coming up next here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
At Farmers, we make you smarter about your insurance because what you don't know can hurt you. What if you didn't know to update your coverage when adult children move home?
Oh, heck no. Or that you could get coverage for identity theft through your homeowner's insurance.
And that your valuables can be covered by home insurance even when they're not at home. The more you know, the better you can plan for what's ahead. Talk to Farmers and get smarter about your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us again on this Tuesday. We heard from Rob Hoover, the baseball coach at Daniel Boone. We've heard from Lucas Hitehew from Milligan College, seeing what's going on in the land of the Buffaloes. And now we go to Johnson City. Our buddy Karen Hubbs with a road race coming up this weekend for Mother's Day. Good afternoon. How are you?
How are you, Tom? Doing very good.
Yeah, thanks for checking in with us. It's called Run for Your Mom 5K coming up this weekend. Tell us all about it. What's going on?
Well, this is, of course, a 5K run. The course is certified, and State of Franklin Track Club will be timing it. But the race benefits Rise Up, which is a nonprofit, faith-based company in Johnson City, and their focus is for under-resourced kids, at-risk kids, trying to get them mentors, and so they can mentor them through their childhood and get them into college. And their goal is to get 100 first-generation kids into college. So it's a pretty big deal, and they're wanting this to be a great race. And, of course, we put who's the number one mentor but your mom. So we thought it was fitting to have Run for Your Mom 5K. And we really want to honor moms in the Tri-Cities through this race.
Absolutely. Now, is this the first time for this event, or have you had it before?
It is. Actually, it's officially our first annual, but in a way we had it last year. We put on a marathon that connected Johnson City to Bristol and back, and this was the 5K portion of it. And as you know, being in the Tri-Cities, there's some road construction right in the middle of our course, so we couldn't do the marathon this spring, and so we wanted to still do the 5K, and we moved it to Rotary Park. And so we are taking the old Run the Gut course, and we have now made it Run for Your Mom. And we hope that people come and run for their moms, but also we've had a lot of runners that their mothers have passed away, and so they're running in honor of their moms.
And so this is coming up again on Saturday, is that correct?
It's this Saturday, 9 o'clock a.m. start, and we'll have activities there for kids and, of course, the family, and it should be a great time. And then the proceeds will actually help Rise Up send kids to camp. And it's a great opportunity to serve our community and also get a little exercise.
We're talking to Karen Hubbs again, and, of course, the Gump Edition in Johnson City, those older homes, it's beautifully landscaped to those subdivisions. So that's going to be a fun run. It's going to be a neat run. See all the, the azalea bushes and the dogwoods and all the beautiful landscaping. So it's going to be a fun run to run through to see all the neat stuff, right?
Yes, and it's a family-friendly event, so you can bring your pet, you can bring your stroller. We just want families to come out and, again, just to celebrate their moms. And you're exactly right. It might not be the flattest course, but it's probably the prettiest course in the Tri-Cities. And that neighborhood is just gorgeous.
Absolutely. A lot of those older homes we've said, and they're all very tastefully landscaped. And yeah, it'll be a fun run for those folks. Starts at 9 o'clock. Going to meet at Rotary Park. Is there a cost involved to do this? I'm sure there is.
It is $20, and you can go on runforyourmom.com on our website. Online registration will remain open until Thursday at noon. And then if you can't make it online, you can always send it in. And you go through the State of Franklin Track Club website and find our paper copy. But also you can register at Packet Pickup, and that will be Friday from 12:30 to 6 at Redeemables, which is a reused, reclaimed furniture, kind of home decor store that Rise Up has off of Watauga Avenue in Johnson City.
Neat stuff. And so, yeah, there's got to be a fee involved because obviously it's a fundraiser for Rise Up. Yeah. So $20 to do it, and it's going to be a great run. The weather's supposed to be perfect on Saturday morning. So, and it's open to, as you said, strollers, pets, families. It's all, you're promoting the family concept. So it's called Run for Your Mom 5K. And if you have a mom that's with us or a mom that's not with us anymore, you can run in her honor or run in her memory. But that'll be a good chance because this will help these kids in Johnson City need a little leg up. It's called Rise Up, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, before I let you go, what's coming up after that? I know you've got a lot on your plate. What's coming up after this run this weekend?
Well, we're gearing up for the Bluegrass Half Marathon, and I'm happy to announce that we're actually moving the date to a Saturday. We had a lot of runners in the past few years that wanted a Saturday race just due to church and different things. And so we have found a date, and we think we found a good date that doesn't conflict with a lot of other races. And it is August the 29th. It's a Saturday, and we're working with We Run Events on that race, and it will start and finish at the ETSU baseball stadium. And then, of course, the course goes through the VA, ETSU, the Tree Streets, and, of course, the state of Franklin area right through there. And we are really highlighting the ETSU Bluegrass program. It's one of the main Bluegrass Appalachian Studies program in the United States, and you will hear bluegrass music throughout the whole course. And we're also the kids run that we have with that, which will be about 11:30 that morning. Will the proceeds will go to the JAM program, and the JAM program we have the only JAM program in the state of Tennessee, and it's for middle school, elementary kids, so they can learn about bluegrass music.
Neat stuff. All this coming out will be on August 29th. We have a lot to say about that. Was that the one last year that I couldn't get to as far as
Yes.
Senate? Yeah. So
Yes, and I plan on you being there, Tom.
I'm there. You mark it down. August 29th, I'm there this year. That's on a Saturday, correct? That's what you said?
Yes.
Yep. I'm in. You can count on me. I'll be there this year. So
Good.
We'll help out Miss Karen. She does a great job. So, again, one more time before I let you go, recap what's going on this Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. Tell us one more time, would you please?
It's Run for Your Mom. It's a 5K race. You can go to runforyourmom.com, and you can register. And it's going to be a family-friendly event literally for the entire family. Dogs, strollers, babies, moms, dads, the whole works.
There you go. And one more time, how do we register right now? It's Tuesday. We got time to get registered. How do we do that?
Just go to our website, www.runforyourmom.com.
There you go. Runforyourmom.com. Great report. Hope you have a great crowd over there. You do a super job. Thank you for letting us promote it, and I'll talk to you soon, all right? Okay.
I guess we lost her.
But
Good
anyway,
timing.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks, Karen. So, or maybe she didn't want to thank me. I don't know. But no, I appreciate her very much. Runforyourmom.com is the website to go to. It's coming up on Saturday, as you heard her say, in Johnson City at Rotary Park, and run back through the Gump Edition. That's a beautiful part of Johnson City, I can tell you that. Runforyourmom.com. It is the Tom Taylor Sports Show again on this Tuesday. Well, we got another story. We told you earlier about Tiger being kind of distraught over his girlfriend. Turns out now he's a miracle man. He's like MacGyver. He popped his wrist back in. He can take things and fix things on the spot. So apparently on the golf course, he popped his wrist back in.
This was during the Masters, allegedly. Okay? I mean, to me, if I dislocated my wrist and popped it back in during the Masters, I wouldn't be golfing.
No.
You know, so allegedly.
He says, quote, a bone kind of popped out, joint went out of place, but I put it back in. And the guy said, really? He said, yeah. He said, on the course? He said, yeah. Yeah, he did. Woods insisted he popped his wrist back in place when it was had popped out. So just on the front of the wrist, like the base of the hand, it was just a joint that kind of slipped out. It slipped out, and I put it back in. But it was more of the swelling.
We've heard about his back. We've heard about his knees. But all of a sudden now he's got a wrist ailment too.
I mean, the guy, okay. All right, I'm looking at this here on the cam. So the front of the wrist.
That's hard. I mean, how do you pop
like
a wrist out?
Base of the hand, it was just a joint that kind of slipped out.
You know how many bones are in your wrist and your hand? I've got my own theory about why he did this and said this, but that's just me.
Go ahead, Horace. Take it away.
He wasn't doing well on Sunday. I mean, he wasn't. He had to have an excuse. I mean, that's just it.
Oh, every day this show gets crazier. It's nutty. So now the guy is Superman pops his. Maybe it's doable, but I'm like you. There's a ton of bones right there, and how he can just go boop.
One of them popped out, pop it back in. First of all, dislocating anything is painful. Unless you're double jointed, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, now I've seen guys pop their shoulder back in place, which is, when it's popped out during football, they just jam it back in. That's got to hurt like the dickens.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen people do that, but I've never seen somebody, and I guess it's doable. If you can do your shoulder, I guess you can do your wrist, but it's just the whole, on Sunday when we wasn't playing well, all of a sudden he had to pop his wrist back in, and now he's telling us, 2 weeks after the fact, 3 weeks after the fact. But anyway, I don't know how. It's just one of these things where I had like that, and I pushed down on it. It's like anything, you crack your back, your neck, and I pushed it back in. So anyway, so Tiger's got issues. He can't play well right now. He's got girlfriend troubles.
But he's in the news.
He's in the news because we're talking about him in East Tennessee on a Tuesday. So I guess he wins. Touche, huh? We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. Our final stop here again on this Tuesday. We have more to tell you about more sports. I don't know if I can top that. That and the fact that the government's telling me I can't hang stars on the side of my house for Christmas tree lights because I don't know if it's going to catch on fire. I don't know if it's sensed enough I have a fire hazard. God almighty. My father, as much as I miss him, it's probably probably a good thing he's gone because, he would just not be able to cope with the stupidity. We have no ability to think things through anymore. We're just robots. We're just told how to do things.
Numb robots.
Yeah, there's just no reasoning. I get around not all these kids, but I get around a lot of these kids, and they're just like, put a ring in them, tell them where to go, what to do. There's no logic. Well, we're going to ask you to go climb up that tree and jump off. Well, why? Because we told you to. Okay.
The last two generations are entitled, Tom.
Yeah,
they're entitled.
Unbelievable.
Tell them how to do it, what to do, and they'll do it.
And now Uncle Sam, and there's people out there going, I'm glad they're going to take care of us. The government's going to tell us where to hang our Christmas lights. Let me tell you where you can hang your Christmas lights, cowboy. So, whoa.
There you go.
All right, take a break. I'll be right back. It's the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
Do you want to honor your mom this Mother's Day? At Max Medicine Mart, they have everything you'll need to say thanks to that special lady. Create a special gift basket full of quality Burt's Bees products: moisturizing cream, facial scrub, lip balm, beeswax hand cream, just to mention a few, or pamper mom with a foot massager to re-energize her tired and sore feet, or a pair of stylish Franklin brand sunglasses, or maybe a specialty tea for mom with over 40 shelves of teas to choose from. Lots of choices for Mom for Mother's Day at Max Medicine Mart, Center Street, Kingsport. Open 7 days a week. This Mother's Day, make tracks to Max.
Kingsport Cabinetry installs cabinets and countertops all over the three-state region. Owner Richard Isaacs tells us how they can do a lot of things, including light remodeling.
We can do a lot of what I would call light remodeling. We don't want to build a room addition, but we don't care to take down a wall and move some electrical and change some plumbing and things like that to fit. If you're doing a new kitchen, you're tearing it out, a lot of times you want it to be a little different than it was before. Maybe the layout a little different, incorporate a bar or an island or something like that. So we offer a lot of service that I don't think that you'll find everywhere else.
Quotes are free. Been in business almost 30 years. They do both residential and commercial cabinets and countertops. Call today, 247-6134, 247-6134, Kingsport Cabinetry.
Oh, Horace, we got another one there, my friend. Oh, this is good stuff. It's Tom Taylor Sports Show. It's stupid day. There's something about this because it's full moon.
Oh, yeah.
Last night, beautiful. I sat in the backyard. Full
not
moon.
Quite a full moon. It's tonight, isn't it?
Well, it's full enough for me last night. It's big and bright. It's nice. I liked it. After eating cantaloupe, looking at the moon, barking at the moon. All right, here's another moron. It's another idiot. True story. Here we go. High school coach in North Carolina might be in hot water after forcing his players to spit on him.
Forcing his.
After 9, I guess it's Currituck County, Currituck, Currituck County baseball players missed a practice in early April. Coach Justin Hill felt so disrespected because they missed practice. It felt like they spit in his face because he missed practice. So the coach proved his point by forcing him to do just that. You missing practice bothers me so much. It's like you just spit in my face because you missed practice. So that's what I want you to do.
You think they missed practice because there was something wrong with the coach?
It's a bizarre situation. Really? Do you think? And parents believe he took it too far. Really? Do you think? I'm making my kid spit on the coach in his face? Good Lord have mercy. After the players confessed what happened, Hill was suspended for 1 game. The coach,
1 game.
Oh, yeah. The coach could receive further punishment as the school board is now reviewing the matter. 1 game. He made 9 players come by and go, spit on me.
He needs a psych eval.
God mighty. And so, all right. He not only coaches the county high school baseball team, also played there before graduating in 1996. What's his kid's name? What I say his name is Justin Hill. So, okay. You know, everything's good in the world, you know. It just here's what's Tiger's girlfriend's name, takes a shot at Tiger Woods in a graduation speech over his busted-up affair. She kind of tweaks. He kind of give a little tweak. Oh, by the way, poor Tiger. I love it. All right, what else going on here?
How about the Texans?
Can you top it?
Yeah, no. It's all about the money again. Here we go. The Texans, NFL franchise there. Whitney Mercilus. They give him another contract extension of $26 million for 4 years. That includes a $10.8 million
signing bonus
guarantee.
Oh, guarantee. All right.
I mean, this is a linebacker, okay? $26 million. I mean, that pales in comparison to what Pacquiao and Mayweather are going to make for one fight.
However,
but this guy plays he's got a 16-game season.
I got to get a drink. I just have to get a drink of water. I got to cool down.
$26 million for a linebacker. And if it was a quarterback or a running back or a wide receiver that was very productive, I'm not saying these defensive players don't earn their money. Okay?
Right.
But $26 million. And we're talking about the Texans.
There you go. Houston Texans. NFL.
Texans.
All right, I got one for you over here. You ready?
All right, go ahead.
This is another sign. This is the sign of the time show today. We've got the government tells us how to hang our Christmas lights. We got coaches having kids spit on them in North Carolina. After the Cowboys selected Randy Gregory, the 60th overall pick in the second round of the draft, the Nebraska defensive end decided to address his off-field issues that included a failed drug test for marijuana at the scouting combine in February. Quote, Gregory says, that's something I've definitely been working on and something I can definitely fix. I'm 22 years old, but I think I carry myself real well. Yeah, I don't think there's any problem. You're smoking dope, and right before a scouting combine and flunked the test, you're a real sharp guy. And I think I need to carry myself a little bit better. You think? As far as decision-making goes. You think, moron? I think a lot of people are getting tied up in the weed. Now, I think it's just a weed problem. I don't think it's a weed problem. I think it's decision-making. I think I'm immature. Really? I think you're an idiot. I'm definitely working on that. I want to prove to everyone wrong, and I want to do it with this team. I think it's the best team I can do that with. Let me read through that again. I think a lot of people are getting tied up in the weed. I think it's just a weed problem. I don't think it's a weed problem, meaning marijuana. I think it's decision-making. I think I'm immature.
I think he went to the combine to practice running through the cones before he has his sobriety test.
Lord have mercy.
When they pulled him over.
I'm definitely working on that. I want to prove to everyone wrong, and I want to do it with this team. Now, the guy's got a smoking dope, all right? Scouting
That's not wrong, Tom. That's not wrong.
Wait a minute. I hope he gets it fixed. I mean, he's person just like Josh Hamilton last week. However, here are the Dallas Cowboys selected this guy 60th overall pick, which is not a high draft, in the second round of the draft, but they picked him. Now, he failed 2 drug tests during his time in Nebraska. They let him play. Admitted to struggling with marijuana use for several years, but claims he hadn't smoked dope since December. The failed drug test of the combine in Indianapolis was allegedly the result of elevated levels of THC from particularly heavy consumption. Well, okay.
He's a doper.
Well, I know, but my point is, if he hadn't smoked since December and he has the combine in February and he flunks it, it can't stay in your body that long, can it? 60 days? Elevated levels of THC to the point where –
Not elevated.
Yeah.
There may be some trace amounts, but not elevated.
Elevated levels of THC from heavy consumption. So if you're smoking it in December, I guarantee you smoked it between there and February when they had his combine.
Well, see, here's another on my soapbox. Nebraska. He fails 2 drug tests in Nebraska, and he's still playing.
There you go.
So he makes it to the combine. He fails a drug test there, and he goes, well, I don't understand what's wrong.
There you go.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah. Well, there's the question. There's a red flag. Why wasn't he disciplined in Nebraska? But here's a guy, okay, he gets past those. They cut him. They looked the other way on that. So I'm going to think logically thinking, all right? I can make a lot of money if I do good in this combine in February, right? As a person, look in the mirror and go, Tom, if you got to smoke that dope, don't smoke it till after the combine because you got to be clean as a whistle because if you go over there and show your stuff, you're going to make a lot of money when you get drafted because you're going to go high in the draft. As it was, because he failed 2 drug tests, he goes to the 60th overall pick, probably going to make some pretty good money. However, he just hurt his own chances. So why would this guy not go in there as clean as he possibly could? Why would he smoke dope right before the combine, knowing it's going to be traced back? Because it's the first thing they do now. They do drug testing. He says, I haven't touched it. I'm feeling real good. This is a high in itself, to be honest. I'm high on life right now. I don't want to lose this high. I'm glad the guy's got drafted. He's excited. He's excited about being a Cowboy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. To ensure he stays out of trouble.
Oh, yeah, they're going to insure everything.
No, listen to this. To ensure he has requested, this guy's requested the Cowboys institute a support system to help keep him under control off the field. Now, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, come
you have got
on.
to be kidding me. To ensure he stays out of
They're
trouble.
They're going to babysit him. It's
Exactly.
not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah, it will, too. I guarantee they'll do it.
No.
I promise.
Who are they going to get to babysit?
It doesn't make any difference. I will promise you, sure as I'm sitting in this chair, he'll get somebody to do this because
and he'll ditch him. And he'll ditch him.
He may ditch him. There's so many different. If the Cowboys say no, there are so many different ways he can go on this and cry and squeal and get the support he needs. No discrimination. I mean, you can go right down the line on this thing. To ensure he stays out of trouble, he has requested the Dallas Cowboys institute a support system to help keep him under control off the field. Wait a minute.
There's just too much touchy-feely stuff going on in
There's
this world.
one more. He has not entered into the league's substance abuse policy program, which mandates that he be tested frequently. He's not even in it. Now, he's failed 2 drug tests in Nebraska. Cowboys draft him. He says, hey, look, can somebody kind of follow me around off the field so I can stay under control? I promise you they will do that. You keep – Lord have mercy. Now, you go to work at pick a place. Pick any business in the Tri-Cities. I don't know, pick one. Eastman, Wellmont, and I don't know. I'll be willing to bet if you go in there and you fail 2 drug tests and they say, by the way, when you hire me, can you have Horace follow me around and keep me, as it says, under control when I'm not at work? Now, how many of us would get that luxury?
No.
Very few.
None.
And we shouldn't. So this guy, it's like, okay, just
I'm
22 years old. It's like I'm
But
smoking dope. I get busted for it, and I get drafted anyway. Now you want me to have someone from the team that has drafted me follow me around to help me keep me under control when I'm off the field. It's a glorified babysitter.
Well, again, it goes right back to this being it's not just NFL football. It is a multi-million-dollar entertainment business, and you have one of your entertainers that if you can't put them on the field, then you're not going to make your money. So you've got to do whatever you got to do to ensure that he gets onto the field. But I'm sorry, it's a statement of our society and how it's degraded. When you can't even raise a kid anymore, knowing wrong from right, they're entitled to everything.
Oh, Lord.
I'm telling you, don't get me started. I can't.
Yeah, I got you started.
I know
it's kind of got me worked up too, but I'm going to back down because there's nothing I can do about it. But it's really unbelievable. I mean, these guys are so pampered and so coddled, and this guy flunks 2 drug. First off, anybody else, you and I go for a job interview, what are the chances we make it through 1 failed drug test to get hired, let alone 2?
Not gonna
How
happen.
many?
Not going to happen.
No. I don't think. Maybe they do. Every place I remember going for a job, of course, I haven't
There's
went out
so
for a
much
job
competition for jobs out there anymore. They can be picky. You fail a drug test, you're gone because there's someone waiting in the wings behind you that's going to pass it.
When I was in my 20s, that was way back when. That was a long time ago. But even then, if you failed a drug test, you didn't have a snowball's chance of getting hired at that place. That was an automatic, no chance, next. This guy's failed 2, gets drafted by the Cowboys. Now he wants them to have somebody follow him around to help him keep him under control when he's off the field. And I promise you, they will do it. And so, but anyway, how many job places in the Tri-Cities will allow you to fail not 1 or let you fail 1 drug test and go ahead and hire you, let alone 2 drug tests? And then how many would say when I got hired, I'd say, oh, by the way, Horace, you're now my boss. You need to hire somebody to follow me when I'm off the clock so I can behave myself. And you would say what?
I'd say there's none any. Well, I'd say there's some mom and pop places that would, but your major businesses, no.
I get a headache sometimes. I come and do this show. I just don't. And it gets worse. And the book says it's going to get worse before it gets better. But it's just, well, I'm getting into making social statements, but it's like just whatever's good. It's no longer a we. It's me. What's going to benefit me at the expense of anybody else? And that's just not the way this country is.
I'm glad
raised.
I don't own one of these teams.
Woo, lousy mercy.
I mean, I would be bankrupt because I wouldn't have a team. I'd kick them all off every time they failed a test. They'd be gone.
And what makes me the maddest? Now, we're going to get you, Jack. I'm 4 and tip that too. Are you ready on this one?
Go right ahead.
You take a guy like Tim Tebow, who does it right, who has standards, who has beliefs, and they make fun of him. They
kick him to the curb.
They kick him to the curb. They talk about the San Antonio Spurs the other day, saying they're never rowdy. There's never any problems on the team. There's no fights. There's no bickering. The guys that conduct themselves as gentlemen, they wear ties on the road. They said, they're just boring. That's the way it's supposed to be. So a guy like Tim Tebow, when he got signed by the Eagles a couple of weeks ago, what was the headline of the Philadelphia Inquirer? Born again. Ha ha.
I bet you ticket sales went up at the Kansas City Royals because they're such a rowdy team this year.
Yeah. Wait a minute, Gator sent me something. He's already asked me to tell Meriwether to send him money for a comb. Let's see what's Gator say. He said they had drugs when you were 20. Oh, all right, took care of that. I'm done. Good job, Gator. Get me back on course.
Man.
Get me back on track. All right, Redlegs tonight. They've got the Pirates in Pittsburgh. It'll be a 7:05 first pitch. We'll see how they do. We're still hanging on to the Reds. Blue Jays, I think I may take that down. He's now he's
at Buffalo.
Buffalo Bison of the AAA. And so I'm not getting a Buffalo Bison pennant. So I may just let you have that one back. You were kind enough to get that. So do you want to keep it up there? You want to take it?
That needs to come down.
Yeah, because he's not going to be till he
we'll,
gets.
We'll put it in storage.
Put it right over here. So if he gets back, if he goes back up to the big club, which he should be,
we'll put it back up.
We'll put it back up. Looks like we're going to place another bird pennant. That God knows. So, anyway, that's going to pretty much wrap this segment up in this show. Thank you, Rob Hoover from Daniel Boone, the baseball coach. Thank you to Richard Isaacs for that stupid question today about the Globetrotters. That may be, in fact, I'm going to give an award from here on in, the dumbest question. Of course, tomorrow we'll have to wait and see.
Oh, and of course, tomorrow will be the first one you miss will be the next dumbest question.
Yeah, you're right. Well, but the Harlem Globetrotters, founded in Chicago, really? Why do you call them the Chicago Globetrotters? Why do you call them Harlem? If you founded in 1920 in Chicago.
Who says they were always known as the Harlem Globetrotters?
Why didn't you call them the Illinois Globetrotters or the Chicago Globetrotters?
They were probably some team they named it, something different. That's where they were founded.
All right. Let me run down the baseball schedule one more time. It's a big day today. Yeah, I know. I'm still upset not upset. I just can't believe this Randy Gregory guy from the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Daniel Boone and Dobbins Minute at 6 o'clock, AAA Baseball, Cardinal Park. AA Tournament, Sullivan East and South at 6 o'clock at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Single A today, South Green and Hampton at Dale Alexander Field in Greenville. Softball today, you've got Dobbins Minute and Science Hill at 5:30. Volunteer and Crockett at 7:15. Those are being played at Blountville Middle School. In the AA tournament, you got Happy Valley and South at 5 o'clock. That winner plays Elizabethton at 6:30 today. That's going to be at Happy Valley. And in the Single A softball tournament, you've got Single A today, Unaka and North Green at 5. And that winner plays University High at 7 for the championship. That'll be played at Legion Field in Greenville. Real quickly, semifinals soccer. Science Hill Crockett at 5. Dobbins at Tennessee High at 7. That's being played at Tennessee High. And the AA soccer, Happy Valley at Elizabethton at 6. University High at Sullivan South at 6 o'clock as well. All that's tonight. We'll let you know who wins tomorrow. We're out of here. We are out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Horace, hit the bumper or hit the music, whatever you call this thing. I'm just going to go soak my head in something. I don't know. I'm just going to stick my head in a bowl of chocolate pudding and just, I don't know. It's like, holy smokes. Actually, we'll go downstairs and get up in the attic and do inventory of my Christmas lights. I may put them back up. I may put them up tonight, the stars, or whatever they say. I can't have them on the side of my house. Holy smokes. We're out of time. Thanks for being with us to the Tom Taylor Sports Show. See you tomorrow. So long, everybody.